Hey, SnapFlash fam, mark your calendars. August 8th is shaping up to be a day of reckoning in Botswana. University and college students nationwide are planning a mass protest over broken promises, poor campus conditions, and unaccredited courses. Is the UDC government about to face its biggest youth uprising yet? Let's break it down. Did you know students were promised a 2,500 pula monthly allowance during elections? And they're still waiting? Now, they're hitting the streets to demand what's theirs. Could this protest spark real change or political chaos? Before we dive into the full story, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date on everything shaping Botswana's future, starting with its students. August 8th is the date. Students across Botswana will stage one of the largest coordinated demonstrations in recent years. Why? Because they're fed up, and the UDC government is in the hot seat. Remember that 2,500 pula living allowance promise made by the UDC during elections? Well, students do, and they're still waiting. According to SRC leaders, this protest isn't just a tantrum, it's survival. No student should choose not to attend, says Topo Kwena, president of the University of Botswana SRC. Some students are forced into unconscious prostitution just to survive. That is unacceptable.
So, on the 8th of August, 0808, the students will be marching, will be demonstrating peacefully, I must add, demonstrating about our thoughts, our opinions on what can be done, measures that can be put in place, and what we expect. The major call, ke one call at 2.5, it is a promise that was made. We cannot ignore that fact. And SRCs have united to hold the government accountable, which is something I think in our sponsor receipt to mail hela ruhle. Ke so se siame thata. Le government ya me ke moitse ke motshepa. O tla se itumella tota to see that students we are watching. We are part and parcel of this struggle. It is the first time our country finds itself in this difficult position, and we have a responsibility as not only students but leaders and youth Botswana mongwe le mongwe go thusa government ke yone kgetsi ya tsie ye tshwantse tshwaragane mathata ona a re lebagane ka gore in any case we bash our leaders, we lose confidence in them, we are the end consumers, we are the ones who suffer. So rather re ba tshegetse re nne one mokwatla wa bone, and we as the students, that is our position. So I think that is that. Other issues I'll also come back to them, but I had to clarify. Gadi 8, we are marching to deliver that petition. It will be a piece of paper, one that is very informative. Maybe we are declaring now, especially as SRCs, we don't expect any student to not be in solidarity. As SRCs, we don't expect any student to be in class when we are going to help our government. We have taken a radical position to say on the 8th, ha gona school. Maybe le re tla kwalla le bagolo ba dikolo to say, look, ra go thusa government wa rona ka dikakanyo. Ona le tsa gagwe le ene a tla nna le tshono ya go re tlhalosetsa gore kante mme matsapa di a tsa kae go ntse ya, because I don't believe there was ever a point where our government has given us such a platform to engage directly. Only a few, I believe I've met with the minister, we've talked, I understand the fiscal constraints, but some, especially the vast majority, they have never had that platform. So, is something very important. Now, we can't just box tick this issue, while right now, students are not actually learning, they're actually here for survival. Students are being pried on. They actually practice unconscious, what I would term unconscious prostitution, because people pry on them and they are not aware, but they do it for survival. It's prostitution, but it's an unconscious one. I need a sense of security, then these piranhas of males will always be here to support. That is how they pry on our students. So,
another major issue, courses being offered by tertiary institutions that aren't even accredited. That means some graduates are leaving school with degrees that employers won't recognize.
There are a lot of issues that affect the student welfare so that they can live conducively on campus, both off campus. Yeah. Kore la ha kata 200 and 2.5 hour la ha kata comrades. I know ba odi ba tlokweng ba mo go ditshane ba ya go ketsa rent. I get it's something that is there se se tshela di shopo le tsone gape ha la go 2.5 government ka approve 2.5 a ting la re tse go taleng yes di shopo le tsone di a go ketsa di price tsa teng rona ka go ga rona ka go sebele ka fa le shopo ngwe re ba pile lona ka se ke bui ka leina ga re tswetsi di price re ra thoko nka re di a go tase ga re bula nka re di a oketsega wa bona ke dilo tse le gore re diletse thoko re le di student leaders ga yengwe gape ke kganye e leng gore DTF and BQA must be held accountable ka gore students ba ira di-course tse e leng gore ga di accredited madi a government a tshameka comrades a tshameka in a sense ya gore moithuti o tsaya 4 years o dira course e le gore ga e recognize ke market wa bona so DTF and BQA must be held accountable. BQA ba letella dikolo gore di offer di course e le gore ga di accredited, they are not approved. Okay. So I would like to say this to political parties. This is a student movement. We are not saying don't be part of the movement. Okay. But don't front this as part of your campaign. Some political parties fronting this. Comrades, we are student leaders. Don't come here and influence the Hanse, Ottawa, Peribu, Green, Red, Blue. Read the SRC, the political party.
SRC leaders were crystal clear. Political support is welcome, but this protest is for students, by students. No party banners, no political hijacking. The protest is set to be peaceful, but the message is loud. Students are boycotting classes on August 8th and will deliver a formal petition to government officials. Legal activist Eric Karabelo put it best. Students aren't just votes. They want to be part of the decisions shaping their future.
The issue is 2.5. We are relentless. That's one of the primary issues that brought us together here. We are relentless. We are going to pursue, we are going to demand, we are going to radicalize our efforts until the government realizes this is really a big issue. And it has to be addressed as an issue of importance. Because that's the government that made it an issue of importance. Kira official in their manifestos. It was part of the key manifesto points to the government when it comes in. And they did it because they knew the dire situation on the ground. And all those things. The 8th August, a resolution has been taken that the students will go out to protest. They're going to peacefully demonstrate. They're going to peacefully march. The management, head of departments, deans, and all those things. That day, market. If you need to reference this press conference, reference it. That SRCs have concluded that there is not going to be school. There's also sentimental value purposes for that. It seeks to prove and provide evidence that students are really want to be part and parcel of how this government gets run. We always celebrate both June 16 and all those which are good and everything because of their sentimental value to Africa and South Africa. This day will carry sentimental value to us as well. This is a day that the students of this country rise and say, we are not just a voting cattle. We will be part of the decision making. We will be part of the problem solving. And nobody And nobody is ever going to believe that we can take a backseat on issues. Hawana sekwele. Baba kwa basicing. It becomes a bit difficult for me to comment on it because kibana ba go di primary, ba go junior le go di senior. Bana le di SRC tsa bone, bana le di union tsa barutabana, bana le batsadi ba bone. They can see how best they can apply them and themselves to kganyonere suggesting a recommendation. Ba bangwe ba ne ba nta ba provide buses to us. We get bonaka. Ha ke a go letsa ko be ke letisa kwano, things go wrong, how am I going to account? But if you want to and if you must be, convince your parents, because at this point you are underage and legally speaking, you don't take decisions for yourselves.
Do you think the UDC government will act before the protest, or will it take nationwide student action to force change? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're listening. If you believe young people deserve a voice, give this video a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more SnapFlash stories that matter. Tap that bell so you never miss an update. Botswana's students have drawn a line in the sand, and on August 8th, they'll march to defend their future. Whether the government listens now or later is the question. But one thing's clear, the youth are watching, organizing, and speaking up. Stay locked to SnapFlash, where the youth's voice always has a mic.
Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.